Hi, I'm Ken Haupt, and I own 3 Porsches. In chronological order, it's a 1979 928 Euro spec, and over here is a 1986 944, and right behind me is a 2009 Cayman S. So this is the 928. I bought this car in the mid-2000s as my friend was looking to downsize his home. So the car setup is a little bit different, and because it's Euro spec, which means that it really wasn't a North American car, all of the writing on the warning lights, on the radio, the air conditioning, heating, it's all in German, which really makes it kind of cool. Based on that, it just gives it to me an appeal that is unique not only to the car, but unique to the car here in the US. And then of course the feature that I love the most on that car is actually the interior. This original color was the black and white Porsche, the original fabric. Eventually, the car's 44 years old, so it eventually deteriorated. One other quick feature about the car is the unique shifting pattern, and you do have to be insanely careful because in a normal manual car, first is up at the top, but in this car, that's actually reverse. First is down here. The car is set up in what's known as a racing pattern. You actually just don't see first gear all that much. So first gear is down here, second, third, fourth, fifth. And really always like that. The 944 is really in Porsche is iconic. They sold a lot of them because the shape is a head turning shape. It's a really cool design. And it's interesting with its ties to the 928 because the original motor, which this car has, is actually precisely half the motor that's in the 928. Not an extremely fast car, but a car that when you talk about handling, some of these Porsches are just, in terms of handling, second to none. So when I started shopping for cars, and again, as the boys were getting older, we really weren't in the eBay type looking for cars. And driving around Allentown for work, I happened to pass this service shop on the south side of Allentown where it was sitting out for sale. Again, it's really the shape. It's still a head-turning shape. I can't say that it's really one thing, or like the 928, which has so many different quirks to it. This is just a straight up, mass-produced, but well mass-produced and well-engineered car. So moving on to the Cayman, so we mentioned this one's an 86, so now we're all the way to 2007. When they got to what's known as the Boxster chassis, and the Boxster would be the convertible version of the Cayman, they are very super reliable cars. And ironically, owning this car, which is the car I've always wanted to have, in terms of repairs and work that I've had to do with it, it has been a fraction of the work that has gone into these other 2 cars. So favorite things about the Cayman, if you actually get to start the car, it has a pretty unique exhaust on it. And the sound of that exhaust to me is really second to none. It has a Le Mans key. And a Le Mans key is like the start of the 24-hour Le Mans, and when the driver has to step in, they just want that extra fraction of a second to put the key in with their left hand as they start the car and they start racing. As Porsche learned to create more downdraft, it's got an automatic extending wing, and that just simply means when the car hits 75 miles per hour, this wing in the back comes up and adds more downforce to the car. Again, quirky and really, to me, pretty cool.